Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Mama Fendi Jamil, metric number 1160374. I'll be explaining about the definition of audit supply. Audit supply are important custom supplier partnership aiming to check and improve the current quality and delivery processes required by the ISO 9001 standards. Supplier audits can be used as key element for the yearly supplier evaluation. In the scope of supplier audit program, independent auditors will visit the supplier's manufacturing facilities to analyze the manufacturing capacities, quality management system, social compliance, or environmental impact. This is the best way to receive a full picture of the supplier's business and policies and receive all the information needed to conduct any corrective action if needed or necessary. Such that supplier's audit can be conducted to a number of international standards or the company in-house policies or the audit company's protocol. This is the starting for the definition. Okay. And for the benefits of this audit supply, it ensures that a functional quality management system has been established efficiently, such that transparent documentation of optimization processes, assuring the product and raw materials quality. Lastly, an active communication between customers and suppliers strengthen on a long-term and healthy business relationship. Thank you.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Murni Masura binti Abdul Wahab, metric number 1160354. Okay, now I will continue our discussion on supplier audit program in food manufacturing, and I will talk about who should pursue supplier audit. Okay, first, companies that need a supplier audit to verify their compliance to their suppliers' product or processes. Second, companies that need to improve the return of auditing, which known as ROA. And third one, companies that will want to manage their supply quality management system so that they can know that their supplier are complying. Fourth one, the companies that struggle with reallocating with their resources, such that they cannot complete their current project on schedule while their engineers are out in the field conducting suppliers audit. The fifth one, business that need to conduct mutual and beneficial audit to their company and suppliers, and or also the companies that would want to create an integrated auditing process aligned with internal goals and supplier commitment. And the last one, companies that require flexibility and consistently structured supplier audit services so that they can execute a value-added audit program. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nurul Hamiza binti Muhammad Rozi. My metric number is 1161435. Next is the steps to selecting the right supplier. The first step is identifying a supplier. This can be done by gathering the opinions from the stakeholders of the company, which include the members from research and development, purchasing, marketing, quality assurance, and any other departments that involve in the supply selection process. It is important to identify a few suppliers first and compare their capabilities based on certain criteria. And the common supply selection criteria are such as cost, safety and quality, delivery commitment, customer service, social responsibility, risk and agility. The second step is measuring the supply performance. This can be done by conducting an audit before the company signs a contract with the supplier. This is because to ensure that the supplier does not have any significant compliance or quality system failure that could affect the quality of the product produced by the company. It is also important to understand the strength and the weakness of the supplier itself. And companies should continuously auditing and monitoring the supply performance in the future. The third step is gaining supplier feedback, which can be done by discussing with the supplier on how to select the appropriate metrics or the standard of measurement on the supplied material. These metrics include the rejected loads, perfect shipments, and the documentation error. And this step is to improve the performance toward the maximum performance of the finished product. Next is the achieving certification. This is when both parties receive a positive performance so that the supplier may be able to achieve a certified status. This certification can only be obtained if the supplier has a successful performance, and they can lose the certification if their performance is poor or they receive a negative compliance from an audit. So, by achieving this certification, this will encourage both parties to improve their own performance. Next is developing partnership. It is important to develop a stronger partnership with the supplier. This will increase the understanding and mutual benefits for both parties, which then will encourage a stronger commitments between the supplier and the company. Last but not least is ensuring the quality for consumer. Developing a supplier quality management program can be a complex process, depending on the number of materials or ingredients needed. However, when a strong relationship is built with reliable suppliers, higher product or services can be delivered to the customer, which then will give benefits to the company in the future. That's all from me. Thank you.
Hello, Assalamualaikum. My name is Nurul Ainajah binti Juberi, metric number 1160348. I will explain about audit process in food manufacturing. So there are 5 steps in audit process, which are planning, execution, corrective and preventative action, verification, and audit evaluation. So for the first step is planning. So planning should be carried out by auditors, and this food safety audit program should have a clear objective, and the main objective include the evaluation of the management system, or to focus on the specific product or product line that requested by the customer, or to increase efficiency and continual improvement. So this activity include the preparation of an audit plan or a review of the documented food safety program of the company to confirm it is in compliance with the requirement of the standard of an audit. Okay, for the second step is execution. It is to provide a real-time assessment of the status of the operation and quality management system. And second, it is to foster communication within organization. And third is to ensure a systematic and true food safety audit. For the third step is corrective and preventative action. It is important to develop a formal process in which responsibility is assigned and workflow is clearly defined by proper documentation and problem description, which provide actionable response and timely corrective action. For the fourth step is verification. After the corrective and the preventative action are working, they need to be verified whether they have achieved the purpose of their management system or not. So, The person who conduct the food safety audit system should not be the same person who came out with the corrective action. It is to avoid bias. The last step is audit evaluation. So by auditing your audit process in not redundant is actually the most important part. The continual evaluation of the food safety audit process is to ensure the audits are driving value, and the continual loops of feedback serve to strengthen the food safety audit and the organization as a whole.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nura Amdi binti Muhammad Noor, matric number of 116038. So now, let us proceed with the benefits of conducting supplier auditing program in food manufacturing. The first benefit of conducting supplier auditing program in food manufacturing is ensure that supplier are able to maintain high hygiene standard of raw material being supplied. This supplier auditing program help the food manufacturer to monitor the hygiene of the raw material being supplied. This is because the quality of the food product being produced is depending on the hygiene of the raw material being supplied. Other than that, it can also help food manufacturer to deliver high quality of food product to meet customer satisfaction. Okay, for the second benefit of conducting supplier auditing program in food manufacturing is to reduce cost production by supplying high quality of raw material. By supplying high quality of raw material, the food manufacturer is able to maintain that the food product being developed is at the best quality by having the best quality of raw material being supplied. And this can help the food manufacturer to reduce the production cost by selecting new supplier or even to purchase new raw material. Okay, so for the third point, by conducting this supplier auditing program, it can improve the supplier communication by enhance the relationship between the food manufacturer and also the supplier. This is because it provide an open exchange of information and also transparency in the communication from both sides. Okay, for the fourth benefit is to able to detect any potential risk of the food product being produced. This is because if the food product being produced having some sort of difficulties or having some sort of bad condition, there will be a product recall program. So the food manufacturer is able to detect where the possible causes that lead to the bad condition of the food being produced. Okay, and lastly, to improve the documentation process in the food manufacturing. Okay, this is because the food manufacturer need to documentize the supplier auditing program into in filing. So it is able for them. It will help them to refer in the future. That is all from me. Thank you.
Okay, as conclusion, supplier audit programs aim to help build long-term relations with the suppliers and achieve continuous improvement throughout the process. The audit provides the basis to determine solutions to improve the product and delivery quality. The supplier can then fulfill those tasks within the defined period of time. Okay, that's all from us. Thank you very much.